Hi, Sandra here, the Misophonia therapist. So, as a therapist, I am very drawn toward the more psychological explanations of why some people develop misophonia. And I do know that the latest research suggests that there possibly is a neurological wiring problem. It's actually to do with our neurons, a certain type of neuron in the brain called mirror neurons. This is not meant to be a neuroscience lecture, so I'm not going to go on about it too much. But anyway, neurological, indeed, it could very well be. But the fact is that we just don't know yet. And if the problem were purely neurological or physiological, why is it then that certain sounds made by certain people tend to trigger us and not with others? So it certainly seems to be quite a selective trigger, regardless of whether it's neurological or psychological. And my opinion, for what it's worth as a therapist, is that probably somewhere a little bit of both is likely to be correct, and perhaps very, very different for individual people. So I'm very attracted to the theory that as individuals, we hold the solution to most of our problems within our own subconscious minds. And that is a bold statement, I know, but I have yet to meet anybody with misophonia who is totally happy, calm, relaxed, at peace with themselves and their lives, as well as having misophonia. So as humans, we do learn to adapt, and so many sufferers do adapt, but it is often to their cost. They might isolate themselves from their families, missing out on shared meals. They may miss out on relationships, constantly find that they need to move house, running away from a problem that exists within themselves. And it's a little bit like carrying a huge backpack full of heavy bricks around with you, and then trying to run away from the feeling of being weighed down, or trying to escape from your own shadow. So until you actually solve the real problem, then misophonia is likely to continue to be the symptom. But if misophonia is the symptom, then what is the problem? And you're not going to actually know what the real problem is, because likely it is hidden in some part of your mind, not fully consciously aware of it. And until you know what the real problem is, I guess you're going to have to carry on just doing what you're doing, coping as best you can. It's not obvious. You could guess or make conclusions, but until you get some help to figure this out and make changes where they need to be made, you could end up just spending a long time just guessing. So I wonder what the real problem is. And of course, I am not applying this theory to everybody with misophonia. It is a complex condition. We're still not fully aware of exactly what causes it. Maybe it is different for different people. I've already made videos about the links with other conditions like autism, ADHD, PTSD, etc. But I'd be willing to bet that as individuals, we hold the answers. Thanks for listening. And if you're enjoying my content, as ever, please do subscribe or follow me. Thank you.